such a time as this.
And welcome back to For Such a Time as This. I'm your host, Pastor James Pittman. It amazes me that racism is on the rise in America, and it's taken a different form, but nevertheless decisions are being made not by the content of one's character, but by the color of one's skin. And we all know, let's not play games. We all know racism will exist until Christ comes back, crushes it, wipes out sin. Racism is a part of sin, and as long as there's sin, there will be racism. But I don't want Christians to ever fall victim to that. Ephesians 2:14, for he himself is our peace, who has made us both one and has broken down in his flesh the dividing wall of hostility by abolishing the law and commandments expressed in ordinances, that he might create in himself one new man in place of the two, so making peace. I believe the only way true peace comes in our day is through Christ. Once the heart is regenerated, once the heart is made anew, once sin is dealt with, then racism can be put to the trash heap. But until then, racism will always be around. It will always flourish. But in our culture, racism, making a decision about a person based not on the content of their character, but on the color of their skin, the culture they come from, racism is on the rise. Christians should never fall for that, no matter what form it takes, but it's on the rise. Let me show you what I mean.
In my opinion, we don't need white people leading the Democratic Party right now. The Democratic Party is diverse, and it should be reflected as so in our leadership and throughout the staff at the highest levels.
I will point out, though, another white male. I'm very suspect of that this year going into a Democratic primary with women doing well in the African-American base of the Democratic Party. I'm not sure it's the time to dominate a white man.
Joe Biden understands that this modern Democratic Party is going to sit back and say, really? We want a 76-year-old white man?
Why is it okay to demean white men? Why is it okay to say we don't want white people leading the Democrat Party? Now, what if the shoe was on the other foot? What if the Republicans came out and said we don't want no black people leading the Republican Party? Oh, that would be a problem. That would be a problem. What if the Democrats said we don't want any Asians leading our party? What if the Republican Party said we don't want any Mexicans leading our party? We think it's a Marco Rubio, you Mexican. We don't want you leading the Republican Party. Ted Cruz, you sound too much like a Cuban. Would that be okay? Then why is it okay for the Democrat Party? Listen, I'm neither Democrat nor Republican. I am truly an independent that votes on the individual according to the individual's policies and character. But please tell me, why is it okay? Why is it kosher? Why is it acceptable today, 2019, to be racist against white people?
For such a time as this.